want to know if watchdogs were correct to back a newspaper ad that proclaims humane milk is a myth, don't buy it, along with some emotive prose about cows being separated from their still bloody mothers. Those who complained argued the Go Vegan campaign misrepresented how cattle are treated, and they failed to win the case, or failed to persuade the watchdog. Do the millions of us who drink milk really want to know all the bad stuff about how it's produced? Were we ever told it was humane in the first place? Do we want to know our T-shirts were made by sweatshops by underpaid Asians? Will we want to know if it ever happens that our chicken is washed in chlorine? I mean, our tea is raised from impoverished farmers. I mean, where will it all end, Andrew?
Well, I didn't know. I'm quite well read, and I didn't know about.
You didn't know what?
That there was about humane milk. I'm now.
Had anybody ever told you milk is produced humanely, or did you just assume it was taken from cows in some semi-industrial process and ends up in bottles and cartons?
Honestly, I don't think I've particularly thought about it.
Right.
If I'm being
honest. Do you want to think
it.
about it?
Yes and no. In the same way as the way meat is prepared and killed and eggs, all this knowledge is everything. But the only, this is a tough one, because is it going to change things? Will there be labels now put on milk? And what will definitely happen is that there will be a marketing chance for people to exploit this.
Humane milk?
Humane milk, and it'll go through the roof and you'll be pressured to buy this. So
in that sense, the Go Vegan campaign would be successful or not successful? They presumably don't want you to drink milk at all, but if the milk was more humanely produced, do they then lose the argument?
I think they would prefer it. I think anyone who believes those things would prefer things to be better. They would like things to be what they want eventually, but every compromise you can make in that right direction. Simon Amstel did a brilliant film about called Carnage, I think, which is sort of half documentary but set in the future, so it's half a drama thing. But it had a lot of facts in it. I used to be vegetarian for quite a long time, and I sort of decided in the end that I didn't believe in enough to put people to the inconvenience of it. But it does the milk thing. You don't think about it. You think, a pint of milk is nice,
right?
And there's someone milking in a car. There's a little thing on. But yeah, the thing where the calves are dragged away from the mothers, and the mothers are screaming really. With sorrow, that's a hard thing.
With sorrow, that's a big jump, isn't it?
It looks like it.
It's very difficult. So it's very human judgment on animal behaviour.
But yeah, that's true. It's true. But that's what people are doing. But I think it's certainly distress. I think you can see when an animal's distressed, and taking the child from any animal doesn't seem like a very lovely thing to do. And they keep them perpetually pregnant so they can keep on producing the milk. So it's a cruel process. Having said that, it didn't make I've got a daughter and she has to drink milk, and I'm not going to stop drinking milk. I don't think. So.
I just told me the humane myth, because that presumes that we have been fed the line that milk is produced humanely. Now we might assume that milk is produced humanely, but that's different from being fed a lie about it. So I find the notion, the presumption, the basis of the ad is flawed. No one ever told me milk was produced humanely. I might assume it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to know.
I think it's good to give people the information that they're in, because otherwise, there's things going on in the world that are wrong, and then people over time go, okay, people accept it. Slavery was accepted for thousands of years, and then you find out what it's about, and hopefully society turns around.
I think so. I think some people still think that a farmer goes up to a cow and just grabs the udder, and that's how the milk comes out. I think it's based on documentaries and animal programs from growing up, and they have never been told otherwise. And I think that's how people think, and they have to be told what's really happening.
It's industrial.
I mean, I'm vegetarian. I don't drink milk. There's so many alternatives, almond milk, soya milk, and it's only because those have been advertised to us that we know about them. And I don't think people know about humane milk.
So you're in favour of the ad?
Yeah. People need to be told, given knowledge.
Did you assume milk was produced humanely yourself?
No, I never knew.
So there is that. So the premise of the ad is still pretty wobbly.
You've got to educate people.
Dispelling this humane myth. What are people saying at home?
We've got Susan on line 1.
Morning, Susan.
Good morning, Matthew.
So your thoughts on the ad?
I just think it's slightly skewed, because that means that would you want to drink the inhumane milk? It's contradictory. My mother had septicemia and pneumonia last year, and she's been a vegetarian for 30 years, and it made me change, and I started reading everything about it, and it's pretty horrific, actually.
Depends what you read, isn't it? Because you can read lots of stuff about milk that says it's a really, really useful ingredient in our diets, has been for millions of years, and that we probably wouldn't be where we are today without it. It just depends which bit you read, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the husbandry of animals has changed dramatically in the last 20 years. it's not
Yeah.
the same.
So I'm not sure just telling people not to drink it addresses the issue of the husbandry of animals whatsoever. Actually, what we need to do is affect change.
The whole system, Matthew.
But it just says the end of the ad is I can no longer participate in that, can you? It doesn't say affect change. It just says walk away.
Yeah, but people can make up their own
Yeah,
minds.
but that doesn't help the plight of the animals caught in this industrial process. That's the point I'm making. It's a cop-out. It says I can't no longer participate in that, can you? It doesn't say force farmers to change their ways. On that note, we're going to go to our final phone of the day. I love it. If your kids go to private